Protect your fucking neck, your fucking neck, your fucking neck. Protect your fucking neck, your fucking neck, your fucking neck. Protect your fucking neck, your fucking neck, your fucking neck. Protect your fucking neck, your fucking neck, your fucking neck, your fucking neck, your fucking neck. Protect your fucking neck, 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 your fucking neck. Protect your fucking neck, your fucking neck, your fucking neck. Protect your fucking neck, your fucking neck, your fucking neck. Protect your fucking neck, your fucking neck, your fucking neck. Protect your fucking neck, your fucking neck, your fucking neck, your fucking neck, your fucking neck.
Welcome to Slow News Day Morning Edition. My name is Steve-Poikonen, and I'm hanging out here in Central California. It's me and the dog. Justin Trudeau has tested positive for cowardice. We are briefly live on YouTube. There is lots going on and lots to talk about. I'm gonna got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Oh my god, it's crazy. There's a lot of big plans in the works for Slow News Day. We are going to be extricating ourselves entirely from the beast, and we are inviting all of you along with us. Big announcements coming up in the future on that front. There's a ton going on in the world. Not sure how much of it I can talk about on YouTube. I thought I would open with welcoming my good friend, one third of the convo couch here on the Mi Casa Esu Casa network, Pasta Jardula, my friend, my heterosexual soulmate. How you doing, buddy?
Good. I'm still dealing with my friggin' cold sores from fucking, excuse my French for cursing, from DC. It was so damn cold, and I didn't put chapstick on, so now I'm paying a price.
You gotta chap up there, buddy. You gotta chap up.
I'm not used to living in that cold weather, man. So
remember your Frank Zappa, my friend. Keep it greasy.
Is that what he said? I thought he said it ain't easy being greasy.
Keep it greasy so it'll go down easy. It's 8:01 in the morning here on the West Coast, and I'm already into the Frank Zappa butt stuff material. It's gonna be a fun show. Welcome to your week. I hope everyone enjoyed their weekend. I hope you're doing well wherever you are, whatever time zone it is, wherever you're listening from. no matter what platform it is. We are again going to be on YouTube briefly because we're back from a 2-week suspension. We didn't really run the show yesterday because our guest was Ryan Christian from The Last American Vagabond, and those conversations are well deemed dangerous by YouTube. We actually showed his face on YouTube for about 4 minutes and then cut out. Kind of like Jesse James robbing a bank without a mask on. I don't know. I was trying to have fun. At any rate, Pasta, I don't know if you saw this. This is a little weird. Because it's one of those celebrity deaths where the celebrity went off a balcony. So Chesley Chris, former Miss USA and extra correspondent, that at 30 reportedly jumped to her death from a New York City high-rise on Sunday. According to New York Post, the 2019 pageant winner and 30-year-old lawyer jumped from her luxury 60-story Orion building at 350 West 42nd, 7:15 a.m. Posted an Instagram saying, "May this day bring you rest in peace." And reportedly left behind a note. Now, Pasta, you know as well as I know that the pageant business is shrouded with some nefarious characters that have direct ties to some of the people who have not killed themselves in jail.
Yeah.
And still have ties to some of the moguls of the fashion industry who engage in those activities. So Gordy Extra is a tabloid news show that comes on once in a while that apparently millions and millions of Americans still watch. I remember this from growing up as a kid. I do. In fact, I think Bill O'Reilly comes from that like background. I don't know if it was exactly that. I can't remember if it was that show specifically, but it's a show like that. And you get some of your future narrative managers out of that pool. But it's one of those things where if it's not a red scarf and somebody just sort of, leaps to their death and they've got a background, it not just in media, but in like the Miss USA stuff, it kind of throws up a couple of red flags. So that's the only reason that I'm bringing it up. Plus, it's a story that we can do on YouTube. We can see if we can get a few more people in over here this morning before I drop the link over to the Rockfin, because there's a significant portion of the show that we cannot do on YouTube because YouTube is ran by, the government and they're censoring Nazis. Yeah. They're the Nazis that are censoring. They're not. That's not to say that Pasta and I are Nazis. Somebody's going to clip that out and be like, "See, he admitted it."
Yeah. Well, I mean, I saw something on. I saw a lot of things, I should say, right now. What's going on with how a lot of people are kind of like classifying this whole Ottawa truck thing. Like you have a lot of these whitey mouses, these saviors coming out there, like this is all about white nationalism, and somebody was even holding a sign, "I'm not down with your white nationalist bullshit" and stuff.
Oh, I saw a clip of that. We can pull it if you want. I'll do that while you're talking. So keep going.
We'll take a look for that. It's just I don't know. I mean, really, to tell you the truth, I feel like jumping in the car, right, and driving up to Ottawa. I feel like going up there right now. I feel like it's the place to be. And there's a desperate push by those in charge, those narrative managers that we always talk about, to try to frame this as an ultra-right white nationalist. Look at these truckers. They're all white nationalists. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to frame that shit. I mean, I think it was the Communist Party, too, as well, of America put out a tweet that was kind of like, are you kidding me? And then Eon Higgins showed like another sign of like Nazis going vax the Jews or something.
Which is from something like a few years back in Orlando. Like it's not even he's totally being disingenuous with that picture.
Yeah, terribly. You saw it, right?
I did. I saw. I don't want to give that guy any time.
I know they're really trying hard. I don't know. This could be the last wave of it.
No.
I'm also seeing. No, I'm saying the last wave of the against the COVID narrative if it falls, because it looks like it's going to fall. I don't know. Like I said, there's a reason why England has also pulled back all their mandates. And
hey, we are on the YouTubes here briefly. That's our first story at the top though when we jump over. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And this is something that as we watch, there's always going to be the people who want to hang on to their narrative because they believe that they're in the right, and they're not going to want to admit that they're wrong, and they're still going to want to be like, okay, but this was all a right-wing coup and this, that, and they're going to find a way to blame the lack of success of not just the narrative but the products related to it on the Cokes or on us or on Joe Rogan. I mean, it's Susan Sarandon will probably be at fault along the way somewhere.
She always seems to get a little blame.
God damn it, man. I am having a very difficult time finding this flipping video. And I saw it. I can't remember if I saw it this morning or...
You want the one with the person in the sign?
Yeah.
I got it for you. I'll send it to you. Okay. Right, why don't you just say something? Jeez.
Well, if you have it, just bring it up.
I got it in a group called the Anti-Lockdown Left. And since technically you're not a leftist, I can't get you in,
That's fair.
It's so funny because you're like, yeah, and I don't want to be one.
I mean, oh no, I'm not in yet another DM group on Twitter.
I know that's.
I've asked people now to like nudge me if I start doing anything other than like promo tweeting or congratulating someone else on their success in a group DM. Like if I just start talking in the group chat, I want somebody to be like, no, don't do that.
I just DM'd you a bunch of stuff too as well, because there's like that's the thing too as well. The other day I was at a certain party with a certain get together with a bunch of conservatives and Trumpers and Patriot fans and that kind of thing. Well, they weren't there for Trump. It was another person, but somebody who had a shirt said the end game is communism. I'm like, you really think the end game is communism? He goes, yeah. I said, I think the end game is elitism. I think it's about, that 1% predator class that doesn't care if it's communism, fascism, capitalist, that they're going to get us no matter what. So that's what I think the end game is. So I sent you a couple DMs so you can look them right now. There's 3 of them. There it is.
I will. Yeah, no, I forgot this was Ezra Levant. He's been out on the ground, his outlet, like all throughout, and doing pretty good work. Really has. For being as partisan a hack as Ezra normally is.
Yeah,
this has been incredibly fair. So shout out to him for that.
What did it say, sorry? So it says, F your white nationalist agenda.
I am not a white. This is nothing to do about white. This is nothing to do with truckers. This is about freedom for all of Canadians. You can be brown, black, white, blue, whatever color you want to be. This is about freedom. And Trudeau has no right to put us in this condition of mandates throughout the country. Children are not going to school. It's a terrible thing to do.
Can I ask you a question?
I mean, certainly. It's what we're here for.
Because I really want to dissect this real quick for a second. Where does that person get the gonads to have a sign like that? I mean, more respectfully, where's his mind at? I mean, I know we know a lot of these people personally. You've been kind of
Well, hang on. Let's bring it
over the
back up
weekend.
because it looks like he's standing next to his mom.
No, it doesn't. Is he really?
Let's back it up. Back it up here. So
Go
who's
ahead,
that?
honey. I support you.
Who's that? I mean, we don't really get a look at her face, but that.
What did it say, sorry?
Okay,
So it
maybe
says,
friend.
F your
Maybe
wife.
friend. They're with a peer, though. Certainly. Peer, if not grown up. So somebody co-signed that.
Yes.
That's my point. So again,
I mean, these people are the most dangerous people, right? Because, and I'm going to say that right now. I never said this before. I was so like just aloof to them, like, whatever, okay, so they're wrong, but they're, they're just emotional or they're just drama queens and stuff. But right now, these people are pitting us against each other. Like, these are the pawns that the intelligence apparatus, the deep state, whoever you want to say out there, we're still on YouTube, I'm sorry. These are the people that they use to tear a society apart, because then a lot of other people get with them, and they join that kind of mentality. I used to talk to these people all the time, and we'd have phone calls about political stuff, and they couldn't help but to say that, I know I have white privilege, so I got a responsibility, Steve. No, Steve, you don't know. I have to do this so we can make society a better place. Asshole. We're not going to make society a better place until we get rid of these fucking overlords on top of us. That is the issue. Concentrate. Focus. I have that one.
Well, okay, so I'm looking at the CPUSA tweet. I'm sorry, that's why I had that look on my face.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. So, wow.
I mean, yeah. But not to say, not to ignore the fact that you still have a lot of conservatives, a lot of right wingers, a lot of Trumpers, patriots, whatever you want to call them, still believe this is all about communism coming. It's about the communist boogeyman laying underneath their bed. And then you got idiots like the Communist Party who were supposed to be about, pro-labor, instead of going out there and talking to these people, they just demonize them right away and say, go vote blue.
I'm sorry. Now I'm looking at the second tweet. But
yes. You like that one too, huh?
So, pull that up there from RSFO. Nazi fascism under the guise of democracy is the rule of financial capital itself. Leibach, late 1980s. Interesting. Because look, what I see is something that's a hybrid. We've got Xi Jinping being introduced by Klaus at the World Economic Forum, where he's also he's introducing half of the Belt Road partner state leaders at the World Economic Forum, where also like Tony Blair and Kissinger and Bill Gates and Fauci are popping in. There's, and plus all of the regular ghouls and goblins that populate Davos. Now here, what we know is that the foundation for the fourth industrial revolution is the boop boops, right? Yeah. Not because it has anything to do with your health, but because it provides the framework for your blockchain slavery existence in the future, for that digital ID, for the QR code that gets you in. And this is something that I brought up with Ryan yesterday, that you know when he gets excited and his bug eyes go like crocodile eyes. You know what I mean? Like it's
Not
awesome.
really, but
At any rate, somebody who is watching will be like, yes, I do. What I mentioned was no matter whether or not you have registered for the app and gotten your QR code when you've received your injection, no matter what, no matter if you've activated that app, the health app, the information in the QR code already exists. There's proof of this at the trucker protest. I think it might even be Ezra who has the footage of it. But there's a trucker who's talking about, yeah, you know, I was coming across the border and they were like, oh no, we already have you. You're already good. Because the QR code that's on your phone that you haven't shown me yet has already been scanned. And when you got close enough, it fucking dinged that you have been through this border check before. You're good. We have your QR code. As long as your phone's on, you can come through.
you know, I was counting on the coffee to wake me up this morning, but when you start saying those things, you know what I'm saying, gets a little bit more frightening out there. If there was only a show that would have been talking about the Fourth Industrial Revolution from the get-go, since this whole thing started.
If only there had been people that had been screaming about this since 2018, 2019. Well, only we had been, you know. Well, so here's the thing. The difference between conspiracy theory and conspiracy fact is starting to close. It's getting closer to 3 months now. It is. And so I've been saying this for years, Pasta. We're in a period of acceleration. Because we're in a period of acceleration, a natural, irreversible consequence is that a significant number of people will start to see through the bullshit. As you're trying to hustle everybody through the door, there are going to be, you know, pockets of individuals and then groups of individuals and now larger groups of individuals that are going, hey, whoa, wait, what? You didn't say what was on the other side of that door. You just said we had to go through the door. You didn't tell us what was on the other side. Why do we have to go through that door specifically? Are there any other doors? You didn't say any. You just said go through the door. And I would like to know why. And they're like, that's fucking treason. Well, hey, wait a minute. What do you mean that's treason? I just asked what? No questions are treason. Hey, when did that happen? Because I don't remember voting on it. Do you remember voting on that, Pasta? Questions becoming treason in the land of the free, the home of the brave?
No, but I did understand when Sandy said that words can be violent. It resonated with me. Huh. I once got my ass kicked by a noun, and it was not good.
Adverbs be swarming in packs.
But you got to be careful. An adjective was screaming at me walking across the street the other day.
Screaming at you or hollering at you?
Hollering at you. Steve, is there any major like books or references that you can start? You probably have on your show. And, you know, I don't watch a lot of shows now. I peek at my friend's show, mainly your show. Like I was watching a little bit of The Last American Vagabond yesterday as, you know, the Chiefs were losing to the Cincinnati Bengals as the Super Bowl is now set in 2 weeks in Los Angeles for the Super Spreader
Chiefs
event.
Didn't lose so much as they David Carradined.
I don't know. I really been saying that, like, this kid that's coming up right now, the guy who's about to go play in his first Super Bowl, it's his second year in the league. His last year in college, he dominated, won the Heisman, won the national championship, beat up Alabama,
Yeah.
beat up everybody. His name is Joe Burrow.
Joey B. Yeah. No.
Joey B.
No.
You know, a lot of teams really wanted
Joey
him.
B from Athens. Shout out to Misty for that one, by the way.
Yeah, no shit. Like, he is. And he's a Cincinnati boy. He ended up going transferring to LSU and everything. He just got a great story. When he was in the draft, the Dolphins actually offered up the Cincinnati Bengals 3 first-round draft picks to try to go up and get him. And the Bengals were smart. They're like, no way. This is a once-in-a-lifetime quarterback. Kid can play. Kid is smart. Kid
Joey
can take
franchise.
shots.
So yeah, no,
Yeah.
I didn't watch the whole game. I saw a lot of highlights. And normally when you see choke porn like that, you get a content warning.
Remember the movie Choke? Such a good movie. You ever see that movie?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. Great movie, you know?
So I get do we want to continue the discussion where we can speak a little bit more freely? We've got about 25 minutes here on the YouTube. There's a handful of folks over here. Thanks to the frequent suspension. Thanks to the frequent suspension, there are triple the amount of people over on the Rockfin already.
Exactly.
So thank you very much for that, for everyone who's already made that jump. We're going to be pushing towards an even more decentralized future. Can't wait to talk about that. But go ahead, Pasta. You were going to say something.
I was saying that we just don't have to spend so much time on YouTube. The numbers there are kind of like a little bit low. We just got to get those people to come on over to Rockfin, and I think we should move over there sooner or later because it's very easy to slip nowadays and get yourself in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So, and really, to tell you the truth, I got to say thank you to all the people that are here this morning. This is awesome, right? You jump on like 100 people on Rockfin, which we've been getting, is like equivalent to like 500, 600 on YouTube, maybe even more. You know, they have so many more people on YouTube. Rockfin's still at its infant stage. We're still building this baby. So when you see a decent amount of people over the Rockfin, it really is heartwarming. Thank you, guys. I see Yona, Dylan, all these awesome people. It makes me feel special to wake up and jump on with Stevie over here and Sleepy and, you know, have a good morning show. It's fun. This is like the fun part for us over here. Well, at least for me. I'm not going to speak for you. I'm having fun. I mean, it might be work for Steve, but it ain't for me.
It is a lot of work, but it's fun. It's fun. If I didn't feel like like called to the activism and see a wide ass lane for people who could use actual truth in their media instead of confirmation bias porn or they show that is essentially just a react channel but calls itself a news network, or something like that. Like, at least there are people who are like, yeah, I'm just here to react to news clips and take your money for looking pretty. Like, that's honesty, and I appreciate that, but when they call themselves like allies or advocates or news or whatever, they're fucking, all politicians of one stripe or another. It's like, you're selling something, and I don't appreciate your dishonesty in your own marketing. Yeah.
Great show yesterday, by the way, with The Last American Vagabond.
Yeah, I really do appreciate that guy. He is one of the handful of people out there that I believe are coming from this from a very genuine place. You don't see him try to like guru himself out. He's not running a pyramid scheme. He doesn't have his own, he doesn't have his own cryptocurrency. Like, there's a lot of people that, lean way into it. I mean, fuck, if they can get away with it, pirate, like, go for it. Go for it. Like, if people are willing to buy into it, they'll go learn eventually or they won't. it's not for me to, but no, he really is a fantastic human being. I'm very grateful for that guy's friendship. 100%.
Yeah. Well, this Wednesday, he's going to be on the Convo Couch at 2 p.m. Eastern on a panel with Max Blumenthal and Kim Iverson, hosted by Fiorella. So I'm looking forward to that because I think, when it comes to Max and Kim, they also put themselves out here. They went against the grain of what the mainstream was saying. Kim is like she can be a dartboard to those idiots sometimes with your boy Ryan Grimm over there. And whatever his name is, some other dude that I don't even know his name, but he's just there to,
There's a whole from Rising.
Yeah.
Oh God, what is that guy's name?
Not important.
Yeah, he's like British Stuart Little or some shit.
I can't remember what you called the girl on the show too, like that.
I don't know.
The Hills Megyn Kelly of sorts or something.
They have one. Yeah.
Show is so freaking awful. Ryan Grimm is just.
Well, he's a Lego man who's posing as a news anchor. It's like if you're going to put an actual, Lego in front of you could at least that the Hill doesn't have Pixar's budget, is what I'm saying. It's going to come out that way. I'm going to go ahead and throw the Rockfin link in the chat. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with us here on the YouTube. We love you. Please do share the links around. Let people know that the show's back for however long YouTube is going to have us around, I suppose. I don't know. My whole thing is that I'm going to get thrown out. I'm not going to leave on my own accord. I know there's people who are like, yeah, I got enough videos taken down. I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up or whatever. We'll probably have a couple of different things going on. I kind of want to just have a channel for clips. I think that might be and memory Robbie Sove. Before we split, I'm going to throw the link to this month's GoFundMe into the chat. This is a entirely user funded driven show. And if you are at all able, if you see value in the show, whatever value you think the show is worth for you on any given day, feel free at any point to throw it at the GoFundMe or Cash App or PayPal at SlowNewsDayShow. You can buy Sleepy Josh coffee, buymeacoffee.com/Bort. A couple other ways to hang out right now. If you buy a shirt from Truth Revolution Clothing, you get a free one. truthclothing.io. We're over there in the partner section along with The Last American Vagabond, and you get a free limited edition Slow News Day sticker. So get on that shit, dude. Get on that. It's freaking awesome. Do that thing. I don't even have a fucking sticker yet. Holdouts.
I want a sticker.
Me too, man. Me too. I get to talk to you after this, man. I need stickers with Gomez on them, and I need them muy rapido.
I got a guy in Florida. I got a guy.
I knew you did. I knew you
got
did.
a guy. I got a
guy. So there's the link to the Rockfin chat. Please click over on that. You do not need an account to watch the live stream. All you have to do is click the link. If you'd like to participate in the live chat, you can make your FREE free Rockfin account. And if you love what we do, you can endorse the channel. It's $9.99 a month. Huge shout out to Hamza Mir for becoming a yearly subscriber on the Rockfin. And you get a break on that too. That's $99.99 for the entire year. So you save some money that way as well. You get access to all of the premium content on the network. It's a great way to endorse your favorite content creator without having to throw tons of money for a tiered Patreon subscription that they will then remove from you and hold your money because they don't like your content. We love you, YouTube, but we gotta bounce, and we will see you everywhere else they allow us to talk like grown-ups. Cheers.
Yay.